If you're a young man or young woman age 16 and up and want to serve God this summer at camp, we'd love to hear from you. We're looking for guys and girls who love Jesus, love children, and want to share His truth with them in an outdoor environment. So if that's you, check out our website, look for the application there, look at the job descriptions, and apply to camp, and we'll contact you. A typical day for a child at Camp Westminster revolves around 5 different activity periods and their time in the Word of God with their camp counselors. Well, they begin the morning at breakfast and go from there to our chapel time, where we do some morning worship and wake-up music and high energy time with skits, followed by our cabin Bible studies. They'll spend time there with their camp counselors, engaging in the Word of God, and then they'll go off to their activity periods for the day. In the midst of every day, we have a couple of times where they gather together to cool off under the shade of the trees and with the entire camp population. We call it canteen, and they have refreshments and snacks there, and a great time of just interacting with one another. And then back to the activities. After dinner, we have a surprise hour. After surprise hour, we head up to the tabernacle for our evening worship. We have a time of song and a time of interaction with campers, and then one of our college-age men preaches the Word of God. Following that, the campers go back to their cabins for lights out and devotions, and during that time they have an opportunity with their high school age staff to break those sermons down by way of application in their lives and discuss, what is God teaching me today.
The different positions that I've had are a senior counselor for 2 years, and then I was a wrangler at the barn for 1 year, and a head JC girl for 1 year as well.
I've been on staff for about 4 years now, and I've filled multiple positions in that time. I was a JC boy, or junior counselor boy, for 2 years. I helped lead the counselors in training for 1 summer, and then I'm currently the head JC boy.
I absolutely love being head JC girl. It has really challenged me in my faith and has really put me in a position of responsibility and leadership, and I've noticed a lot of weaknesses and strengths that I have. I love ministering to high school girls more than anything, and I've enjoyed leading Bible studies and interacting and learning how to love each of the 10 girls individually for who they are, and getting to know them specifically and intentionally. It's been a huge blessing, and probably has taught me more than they've taught me more than I've taught them. So.
Being a counselor puts camp in a different perspective, because when you're a camper, everything is geared towards ministering to you, to having fun with you and loving you. But as a counselor, it's your turn to pour yourself out into the campers that you're ministering to. So it taught me how to put others before myself, to lead by example and be more self-sacrificial.
God has used camp in my life in very different and unique ways. And as a counselor, my very first summer actually at camp was when I really started growing in my faith and really being bold and not so much keeping my faith private, but learning how to keep it personal, but also share my faith and be open in different conversations with individuals, and learning how to interact and let my faith turn into actions while I was here, living out my faith.
As a counselor, when you have to teach something that you believe, it strengthens your faith in whatever you are talking about. And it also allowed me to show high school kids, middle school kids, exactly how great their God is and why I love Him. And as a counselor, if you were to come and apply, it's a place where you will definitely grow in your faith and be pushed outside your comfort zone.
In our hearts, Lord, in the nations, awakening.